Hello, and welcome to Suzuka, the Japanese Grand Prix, and we are on our qualifying session here today, and hopefully we can do well. This is not one of my best tracks, so we'll jump straight into qualifying one, and we have good weather, so we'll let everybody else go out before us, and we will let them set a lap, and we will then take to the track ourselves for a nice clean empty track, and we can set the best lap we can. Slightly overpowered car still, but the curve is shallowing as we speak every race. I managed to get the AI a little bit closer to my skill level. I'm still a little bit too over qualified, shall we say. So we're still winning relatively easy. It's getting more and more tougher. I am having to be a little bit more strategic about my race strategy. So we crossed the line on our first flying lap of the day. We're just going to get quite daring into this first corner. This is where usually I will lose a considerable amount of time and get this next curve coming up here very wrong, which I've done again, and I've gone extremely wide, just managed to keep it on the road. This is a deceptive corner, turning left, and then into one of my favourite parts of the track, where we just throw it round at these two right-handers and then off into the distance. So we're just going to be heading round through the rest of this lap now. It's pretty much cruising speed all the way. We'll be coming up to the end of the lap rather shortly. It's pretty much foot to the floor and away we go. Just got to tap the brakes here a little bit, get round this corner, slow it down a bit more for the apex, and then foot to the floor as we fly down towards 130R, and we'll have our little chicane at the end, and we will end our lap, hopefully have a decent time on our hands. So through the chicane I often lose quite a lot of time through there as well, exploring across the line, open the DRS, and we get a 135.7. So not bad. Let's get ourselves back to the garage and see the timing screens and see what everybody else has managed. And we are half a second up on Max Verstappen currently, although everybody else will go out once again and set another lap. It's just that can Max Verstappen improve by 5 hundredths of a second? Sorry, 5 tenths. I am very bad at this. So we managed to make it through qualifying 1 quite easily, so we'll move straight on to qualifying 2, and as usual we will take the same set of tyres that we used for our previous lap, and we're going to once again let everybody else go out in front of us, and we will have a nice clean track. Hopefully this time round we won't go quite so wide on a few corners. One in particular I have in mind right near the start. So as we head down towards 130R and the beginning of the flying lap, this, like I said, is not one of my best tracks. I do enjoy it, enjoy driving the track. I don't dislike it in any way. I'm just not brilliant at it. The same goes for Austin, Texas. Very good track. I'm just not that good at it. So as we enter into the first 2 corners, literally throw it round there as fast as we can. Tap the brakes for each of these curves. And can we make this one this time round? Oh, it's better than it was. We're still a bit wide there, and we're still a little bit wide there, but that's the line I usually take. Took a bit of grass on the exit, and then throw it through the two right-handers here. Do love this. There's a corner like this in Monza that I also enjoy very much. And then round through the twisty section here, through the hairpin, and then basically we are put to the floor, and with a couple of little lifts or taps of the brake, we are now on our way to the end of lap. Have to take a second bite at that one there. A little bit wide on this one here, not to worry because we managed to hold our speed, and we're going to go straight down the back straight into 130R and on to the chicane at the end. Hopefully we don't lose too much here as well. And I've managed to get that quite nice actually. That's not too bad. I usually miss my turning in point. So over the line, and what do we get this time round? We get a 136.4. So not bad. It's not my best, but it should be enough to see us through to the third and final part of qualifying, the top 10 shootout. So we are currently 7th. So we are now half a second down. So the used tyres played quite a part in that one, I'm guessing. So as you can see, the AI is catching us up. So we managed to secure 7th at the very least. That's all we needed. Anywhere in the top 10 would have done. This time round, we need to do well. So this time round, a brand spanking shiny set of new tyres. Once again, we will let everybody else go out in front of us and get ourselves a nice clean track once again. And this time round, we really need to be on it, because starting in 7th is not going to be pleasant. So let's try and get ourselves further up the starting grid. So through 130R, I don't know why it was asking me to lift off. I take that flat out if I can get it right. Just almost missed the turning point there for the final chicane, and we activate our DRS, open the rear wing, cross the start finish line, and we are on for our final flying lap, hopefully, of the day. So hurl it into the first two right-handers and then tiptoe through the S-bends as best I can, and third time's the charm. Can we make this apex? No. Once again missed it, and then the long left-hander that deceptively keeps going left, and then throw it into the two very fast right-handers here, braking as we turn, and then flooring it down through the hairpin area. And all we have to do now is plant our foot to the floor and hold on for dear life. Make it through one minor corner coming up to our left, and just tap the brakes for that one. And then once again close in for the exit, apply as much throttle as we can on the apex, and head for the final chicane at 130R, and just set a fastest sector, so it's looking good. I didn't notice the first sector, whether that was green or purple. So through the final chicane, and we've managed to hook that one up not too badly this time round. That will do. Open the rear wing, head for the line, and we get a 135.5. So much improved. That should easily get us back up the leaderboard. So speaking of the timing screens, we're getting there, and we are only just clear of Max Verstappen. He is literally 2 tenths behind us, and he will be setting another lap. He's actually on it now.
With qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves once again of our top 3. Hamilton, Tempest, and Max Verstappen. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
But we managed to hold Max behind us, though we did lose out on pole position to Lewis Hamilton by a whole tenth of a second. So that's going to make for quite an interesting race where we have multiple world champions around a rookie. So join us in a few hours for the Japanese Grand Prix. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.